All right, we need to make the nothing burger build. I guess I need to move this tab over here so I can see chat. Let's see. Armor clear. Then weapons clear. Yeah. And then I need to infuse this armor up to 550. Let's see. Or as close as I can anyways. Is unlocked. Oh. Okay. I like how one page says you have one concurrent viewer, the other page says you have none. Which is interesting. I wish I could play music. I mean, I can, but it's like nothing I know. It's like a bunch of random, like... Alright, that's cool. I can tolerate that. Alright, I got 2. I need a primary. And then I need armor. Like, I don't actually have much armor. Wait, you can't infuse them? Oh my god. That's funny. Okay, you can these. Actually, this will be fine, yeah. As long as the super energy's low. Oh, that's actually cool. Then we can replace this armor with for our armor clear. Alright, so we can just go ahead and get rid of that and that and that and that. If anything, I'll just pull another set. Big deal. Alright. And then can't infuse these guns. I mean, the guns don't really matter though. I actually don't need to. It would be cool if I could. They'd have to be purple to infuse though. I don't have any bullshit purple guns, so that's fine. But no, it's not. I do need something to make my power level up, get up to 550. I'm in armor. Weapons. Is there anything? Oh, you can pull a Scathe lock. Okay. And then just any shotgun. Yeah. And then any, sure, a sword. Scathe. Oh, I pulled a damn kinetic shotgun. Wait, can these be infused before I go too far? Yes, okay. They don't even have a masterwork. That's funny. Wait. Really? Does that actually still work? Huh. Huh. I actually need to test that out now. Vex is fine. No, it doesn't. Dude, I was going to say that's insane if that actually still works. I would have had a new strat coming out. Oh my goodness. That's funny. Crazy they took that away from us. All right, weapons. We need a special weapon shotgun that's not kinetic. All right. And then what we're gonna do is over here in dim. We are going to go to armor clear, and we are going to sync from equipped, save changes, armor clear, inventory only. Villain using non-equipped. Okay, so close that. I feel like that's the same thing, but okay. Move that down, then hit save. And then weapons. Sync from equipped. Yep. Inventory only. And then we need to make sure we tag these. Oh, fuck, I unlocked it. As, keep. And let's, for damage testing, weapons clear, and weapons clear loadout. And then I need to copy that and put it on this one. And but instead of weapons clear, it's for armor clear. All right, and then we need to go to weapons clear inventory only. Oh, we did that. Okay, cool. All right, cool. And everyone should share the same weapons clear. Yep, just armor clear. That's specific to each character. All right, cool. Now we have no mods on anything. None of the weapons matter as far as what we got going on. Our stats are basically 0. Got nothing going on there. Subclass, we are going to take all aspects off. Can't take any of that off, but it doesn't matter. We can take off all this. And then I'm gonna make a loadout. And then I'm going to save this loadout as damage testing. And what else? Oh, my artifact. Got to take all this shit off. Or let's swap it to that one. It doesn't have anything on it. Cool. All right. Now we are fully set up for damage testing. So nothing will affect anything. And we'll just have raw ass damage. And the first weapon on the docket, I'm just going to go down the list high key. And I'm going to be doing like, I think I'm going to do like 15-second test, because I'm going to do a couple things. I'm going to do 15-second test. And I think I'm going to do like whole mag dump test, where like how long does it take for the gun to empty its whole clip. But then also how much does it get? Because like we want to know what's good for like short damage phases, long damage phases, and then also, does the gun even make it to a long damage phase? Does it empty all of its ammo in like 20 seconds, or does it have like, can it sustain, you know? So that way, like I can know when I'm playing certain strikes and shit, like, all right, this boss is very open for a small amount of time or whatever, so I need this weapon based on this element, this, that. I really want the nitty gritty of info so I can specifically get what I need when I'm playing activities. All right, so is exotic, is weapon, oh, I spelled that wrong. All right, we're gonna move all of them to the vault. And we have 134 items to test. Of course, I have 2 Osteostrigas and a bunch of Ergo Sums. Ergo Sum is the one exotic I'm not testing, because there's just so many variations and I don't have them all. So, and I won't be testing. Yeah, that's it. Ergo Sum is the only thing that's. And I can only test what I have, but. All right. Cerberus. Oh, God. Don't you have to get a kill with this weapon? Yeah, after a final blow with this weapon, press to return ammo to the magazine and swap to a tighter spread. So we literally can't even use the effect of this weapon. Oh, wait, that's not. No, I need coral. Give me coral. Coral. Carl. Oh, Jimmy. Yeah, we'll stand here against the wall. and then we'll beam them down. That's not... Okay, so... Alright, I see the complication here. Fuck. Alright, try that again. So basically, we're just going to be gunning him in the head for 15 seconds. I need to set a timer on my stream deck for this. It'll be a lot easier if I can just hear a notification. Let's see. Okay. 15 seconds. Let's see, what's the 5-second one? All right. Cool. All right, so I'm just gonna press the button and start shooting at the same time. I'll try to hit as much crit as I can, which is another thing. I'm gonna, with weapons like linear precisions, I'm gonna try to like be as accurate as possible, but certain weapons like this, where like they could flinch or something like that, if a couple pellets don't hit crit damage, I'm gonna let it be as realistic of a test as possible, like an on average DPS test. All right, let's see what this does. Oh God. Oh God, Cerberus, bro. What are you doing, bro? Why does this gun even exist? High key. Someone at Bungie thought they were cooking when they made this gun? Let's see. Take no. All right, so kinetic slot, and then we're gonna Cerberus. DPS tests 15 seconds each. Okay, so Cerberus did a whopping 2,200. Let's see, let's do 144 DPS, 2285 total. Yeah, 15 seconds is a pretty fair damage testing time, I think. All right. Kvostov. All right. Set. Oh, I was wondering why I'm seeing a glow. Oh, bolt charge ready. Shit, why do I have bolt charge? Oh, it's only gonna exchange if I use my class ability. All right. Let's go! Kavasiv isn't the worst DPS. It did more damage than Cerberus. Let's go. All right. I had to make a tweet. Sorry. All good to go. All right. Yeah. Kvostov not in last place. Let's go. All right. Cerberus had 144 DPS. We got 205 with Kvostov. I hope I'm spelling it. 205 maybe? 3,089 total. All right. Next up, Monte Carlo. All right, 15 seconds and let's go. $137, 21, 23. Dude. It almost had more than Cerberus. Why is everything gonna have more than Cerberus? Why is Cerberus so bad, bro? 137 DPS and 21, 23 total. All right. Next up, Necrochasm. You know what? I just need to move the guns over and I'll refresh it so I don't have to keep trying to refresh dim every 5 seconds. All right. Sorry, I got zoned there. I'm gonna try that again. I was like thinking about something with the gun. All right. 148, 22, 14. All right, Quicksilver. I'm gonna do any weapon that has like special things to it. I'm gonna try to implement their DPS, and like I'm gonna do 2 tests with this one. I'm gonna do just straight shooting with the missiles, and then shooting, and then every time I get the 3rd missile loaded in, I'm gonna crack open the grenade shots, and then go back to shooting, and then crack the grenades when I build them up. Oh, let's see. Where you at, buddy? All right. Wait, did I write? Oh, okay. $162. Let's see. I wonder. I'm curious. What is it? Quicksilver Storm, I believe is what it's called. 162 DPS. And then 25, 31 total. What we'll do is we'll put no GL, and then we'll do with GL. All right, but I'm also curious, just because you never know with this game, if the Strand version has any different damage to it for some reason. I mean, they both have 50 impact. This one's just, oh no, I swapped them just now. This one's just Strand, but they're both exactly the same. And it just creates tangles when you get final blows. So let's see. $166, $25.92. Yeah, it's the same. It's a rough. That's just a matter of did you hit more crits or not. Okay, so the gun will not make a difference. You never know. You end up shooting and it's like, whoa, come to find out the Strand version does 1,000 more DPS, which isn't much, but at the same time, it's like if there's a difference, then I want to know. All right, now we got to test with GL. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna unload the GL and pretend like we don't have any of these yet, and we're just now starting. And then we're going to DPS that way. I need to reset Carl so I can hit these crit shots. He keeps like turning or rotating. All right, back against the wall. Gun to my head. He's kind of not facing forward, is he? No? I mean, he is, but why is he like this right here? I guess, yeah, if you've got a giant ass fucking laser fucking railgun machine gun thing, you're gonna be holding it like this. He's kind of like turned to his side though, like his body was forward but his chest was facing east. It was, I don't know. Now he's facing forward, but before he wasn't. I was about to shoot his shoulder a little bit. All right, anyways. So we only got to shoot one set of grenades in a 15-second period, but we did more damage because we got to shoot those in a 15-second period. So the DPS isn't too much more, but the total damage was by 500. So and I probably didn't do like the greatest rotation. Not to mention, I can't tell how many grenades I have while I'm ADS'd. Maybe I'm missing it. Oh, it tells in the bottom left, grenades prepped. Okay. Let me try that again and be more optimal. I didn't even think about that. It says in the bottom left. I'm looking over on the UI because I'm looking at the boss. I don't have time to look down left. I want to make sure I hit all the crit shots I can. So when putting it down there, I would have assumed it would have been somewhere on the reticle to show like 3 dots. That's on me. All right, let's try that one more time. But it was at 3,000 damage and like 172 DPS. So, all right, let's try again. Ooh, we managed to get out one extra grenade right there. And that put us at 3,100. We're going to go with that. With GL, we had 197 DPS and 3,105. I just realized I'm like, do the damage numbers change based on the difficulty or not? I don't think the damage numbers change, but like they don't get more tanky health. They're just tougher is what happens there. So yeah. All right. Quicksilver. What's next? Suros. We'll see. Obviously, we've got to test Suros with two different scopes. Which scope we have on now? This is the dual speed. Okay, this is a slower one, but the weapon damage goes up, and then final blows while aiming down sights. Grand bonus heavy. We don't care about that. Press a swap to spinning up. Okay. All right. Let's clear the data. $148.2356. All right, Suros regime, dual speed. Receiver. Was 148 DPS and 2356 total, and then the other one is called spinning up, which spinning up. 141, 22, 23. So definitely better to use dual speed receiver as far as damage goes, but only by a little bit. I mean, it's not really changing that much. All right. It didn't shoot like that the first time on dual speed receiver. It shot like normal. Yeah, it shot like this when I had dual speed receiver on, because we just watched me click it onto spinning up. It's not swapping the scopes when you click it. It's swapping it on the gun, but not in the interface. Let's see. Okay, so is that spinning up or no? That's spinning up. And then dual speed. This is the one that slows down. Okay. All right. So dual, we need to fix the shit here. 144 and 2324. And then let's try spinning up one more time. $148. $23.66. And then sweet business. My baby. It's alive. It's alive. Yeah, we'll just do them by category. I don't know what I'm sitting here thinking. Literally just do them by class. And now we have bows. And the first one we have is Wishender, which, you know what? I can't do this yet because some of these have catalysts that are really going to make a difference. Well, this one has one for all, so not really. And this is crafted. Okay. Okay. I'm actually curious real quick, actually. So that's 116. That's 115. So the arrow's always going to do like 110 crit damage. $113 seems to be like the base. 104. When I see the... Okay, now what about a fully drawn 104? Okay. So I don't have to wait till that light goes all the way to the top. That's for the wall hack shit. Alright. Shit. All right, we'll take it. Yo, what's up? How you doing, Costume Man? 218 DPS, 3171 total, which is crazy. That, I mean, that just out DPS'd every single auto rifle. Wow. Might have to become a Wishender user now. All right, let's see. Burglar's Curve. So this is what we were doing today. So we were shooting and putting it on a note. Yeah, testing the damage of each weapon so that I know which weapon does what. We know which weapons do more damage. Each weapon has its own specific use. Sometimes you have many options. Like, let's say I need something for close up, then I might want whatever is the best damage for close up weapons. So I'm getting all the damage for each weapon, and then I can categorize them into different scenarios and stuff. So when I have a specific situation, when I have a game that I'm playing where, or I'm in a mission where I need a specific thing, I can look through my data and be like, this matches what I need right here perfectly, and gives me a lot of damage. So you're still hunting for the huge in the valley? Oh yeah, it's gonna take you some time. All right, let's see here. Ugh. 15 million hatches? Lord. Could not be me. Vergless curve. 106 DPS and 1548 total. Alright, Vergless is not good. Halfway to 33 mil? Yeah. Keep hatching, buddy. $151, $24.49. $151. What did I say? $21.49. Shit, I might have to redo that. Damn. What is the name of this bow? I keep forgetting. Wish Keeper. Okay, let's try that one more time. Shit. Oh, crap. I forgot. I already had a damn... All right. Do that again. $124, 1968 that time. Let me do it one more third time, because the numbers ain't consistent here. Let me swap weapons real quick. Get rid of the stacks. $131, 2064. All right, that's all the bows. Now we do fusion rifle. For Cull's Shadow, I'm just gonna do. What is the optimal DPS for that? I don't know. All right. I need to get ammo. All right, this will be the first special we did. Can't hit crits, can you? Nope. I love that. That's so cool how it like some old time ass like gear centered gun. Really cool. All right. Make sure we get full ammo here, even though we probably won't be able to go through it all. But just in case we can for some reason. All right. Now we're on to fusions. Bastion. All right. Oh my God, holy reload. $505, 72, 82. $72.82. And then what's the other one? Cole's Shadow, I think is what it's called. Yeah, we'll test both ways and see what happens. Do any of these none of these catalysts affect? Yeah, it's all about the crystal. All right. Oh my. Wait, what? All right. I don't know if that was full. I don't know if I was full clip there. Oh, fuck. Okay, I definitely need to get a primary. I should have got a primary weapon for my second. Why are there so many kinetic auto rifles? Holy shit. There we go. Uriel's gift. That'll do. Okay. So unlock this. Eat that. Lock this. And then go to weapon clear. Sync. Fill in using equip. Save. Weapons clear inventory only. Fill in using equipped. No. 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 Fill in using equipped. What the heck? Okay. Save. Okay. Cool. Now I can actually reset shit without that happening. Alright, now I know I have a full clip. $373, $52.50. All right. I don't know exactly what the optimal combo to even try here would be, because you get hit by that, but he doesn't take the poison damage like everyone else. Oh, you need soul fire charges, that's right. Oh, well, okay, my fault, gang. Nope, no, wait, my fault, my fault. So, how do we get soul fire charges? Final blows, rapid hits with this weapon's frontal blades heal you and provide soul fire charges, which cause rounds fired by this weapon and inflict potent corruption. So we'd have to build up. Okay. So, because I mean, that would have alone taken. We need to do what, 12 of them? Can we even do 12 in 15 seconds? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It took me half of that time, so that means I'd get 7 seconds roughly of DPS. After that, we'll see. Might not even need to do that optimally, because if I do this and then I do this, then you're gonna get one back. Yeah, so you really only need one. You actually only need one to do what I want to do. Okay. So, trying to see what numbers we hit. That was more DPS and still is. Technically, we come out to 7136, and I'm going to count that because it comes from the previous effect. But actually, I shouldn't, because in a window where the health gets gated, none of that damage would apply. So I'm going to keep it strict to a 15-second, just to keep things fair and even. A 15-second time window. And I don't think we're not going to get through the ammo, so I'm not going to need to reset. All right, so let's see. Set it to no soul fire charges here. All right, and we're gonna do 2 stabs and then a shoot, 2 stabs and a shoot. That's what I'm gonna do. There's not gonna be enough time for that last shot. 7180, but after we're done, this time we hit 8,000. It's still going. 7180 is where it was at when I looked up. That's where I'm gonna just go with. I didn't see the DPS though, so I'm gonna do it one more time and try to look up as soon as I hear the bell. That was almost 10k DPS right there, which is crazy because some of the heavy weapons, I emptied their whole everything, and I think they only hit like 14,000, and I stopped right there. That I still have 10 more shots left in this gun, plus unlimited stabs. So this gun might be pretty decent if you use the combo. I don't know if this is the most optimal form. It could be like 4 stabs and then a shot. It could be like 1 2 1 2 and then like boom or something. But I feel like putting the damage of the fusion rifle, because you don't really need to reapply. I mean, this shit lasts for a second. Look how long this lasts. In fact, let's see. Yeah, let's see how long exactly it lasts. Let's see. The minute I see it stop is when I'm gonna click the button on my stream deck to stop the timer. All right, that was 10 seconds. So I would say roughly, yeah, 10-second flat is how long that lasts, which is really decent. And that did 4,122 damage. Just one little tick. That's, yo, this gun might be, I might start running this to high key, and it's unstopped. I might start running this. It's going to have some, I wouldn't say niche uses maybe, but because there's not a lot of, you're definitely not going to be raiding with it. Like, you're not going to defeat fucking Oryx until someone shows how they can, but you're not going to defeat fucking Oryx all the way up on his damn chest, trying to stab him twice and then hit a damage over time shot and then stab him twice. It's just not, I'd love to try it. I'd love to try it, but you'd be able to get a team to try that shit, but I doubt it. Maybe you can though. Like I said, I doubt it. I can't say for sure if you could or couldn't. All right, let's see. Let's reset this and let me look up this time as soon as I see the number. All right. So yeah. So if it lasts 10 seconds, you know what? I'm going to do 3 different tests. Actually, I'm going to do, I've already done just the shots. Then I'm going to do, yeah, I want to do, I want to see what the best combo for this is. So what I'm going to do is I've already done just shots. Then I'm going to do where I stab twice, get a soulfire charge, hit him with it, and then I just keep shooting until about 10 seconds is actually, no, that would only give me 5 seconds. See if it takes me 1 second, about 2 seconds to do the stab and then the shoot. And then so 2.5 seconds. We'll just say 2. Then that loses me 2, which leaves me at 13 seconds. And then 10 seconds of the dot damage, which leaves me at 3 seconds, which means I'd only have 3 seconds to try to get more dot damage on him. But we'll see. But basically, get a stab in, then let it go off, and then just keep shooting until like 10 seconds is up. And then once 10 seconds is up, probably on the reload, hit a stab real quick and reapply it and see what I get in a 15 second period. Let me reset, brother, here. All right. So yeah, let's do, we've already did shooting. Let's just do stab, shoot one more time. Yeah. Let's do that. All right, so. $425, 66, 13. 425, 66, 13. All right, so 425 DPS and 66, 13 total. That was melee, shoot, and melee combo. Now we're gonna do melee, shoot. See, melee, shoot, until dot wears off, then reapply combo. All right, so yeah, melee, and then for this one, let me see, melee, shoot, melee combo. All right, so yeah, we're gonna melee, and then we're gonna shoot, and then we're going to just keep shooting. I'm gonna watch the timer. The minute I see it, actually no, I'm gonna eyeball it. The minute I see the green disappear is when I'm gonna reapply the stab into the shoot. All right, reset. Actually, hold on. Okay. $30.88, 62 something. I'm just gonna put 6200 because I didn't see it. 388 DPS and 6200 total. So all right, you know what? That's fine. Now I have another test I want to do where we melee, shoot until reload, then after reload, melee, then continue, then shoot. Yeah, so we melee, then we shoot until we reload, and then after we reload, we melee one time, then shoot to reapply the dot damage and just keep doing damage that way. Because I'm not for sure if the damage from the dot damage has like an initial impact damage or not. Let's see. We could test it, I guess. We'll get real close up on his chest. Let's see, what do we get? 504, is that consistent? 504. Nothing. Hold up. 504. Okay, so that's consistent. And then we need a dot damage. And well, see, it applies the dot damage immediately, so we have to like look at that initial shot. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that it's in the thing, in this screenshot, and then I'm going to get on YouTube and rewind it back and see what I see in that frame. It looked like it was about the same. Let's see. 504 it says, and then immediately it jumps to 2020 or 523. And then 544. So it's 504. I think the dot damage starts like immediately, basically. So no need to test that. So that means, yeah, we can do the reapplying, and it won't, we don't have to worry about like calculating impact damage for the dot damage. All right. Now we do, yeah, melee. Yep. All right, let's go. Oh shit, wait. Yeah, I'm supposed to wait to the dot, to the reload. .435, 65, 72, 435 DPS and 65, 32 total. So that was definitely better than melee shoot until the dot wears off. More DPS per second doing the melee and the shot. More damage, but we actually ended up with more damage from melee shoot melee combo, but less damage per second. But we only got 100 more DPS out of it. So it's one of those things that comes down to, can you stay up there and melee them and afford to do that? Or if not, then you can just, you know, do this and then get back and be like, boom, boom, and fuck them up. And then the minute, you know, it's about to be over, you can come back up here real quick and... Oh, yeah, and then like if there's someone that won't let you be up close, then you could be like, boom, get one of these real quick, get back here, do DPS, apply my dot, wait until my reload, and then once my reload's here, melee cancel it, and then keep going again. Because I mean that dot damage is decent. All right, and real quick, how did I get to that 10,000 earlier? That was, maybe it was 6,000 and I looked at it weird differently. Let me try melee shoot melee again. Yeah, let me try that again. $8,000 that time. Okay. All right. That's it for fusions, I believe. Yep, that's the only two we got there. Wither Horde. There's a lot of weapons to test. I might hold it for a sec because I do need to play. I'm gonna probably just do heavy weapons for right now and do primaries later, or kinetic slot weapons later. Just because there's so many to test. All right, let's do Leviathan bows. Let's see. All right, levee. I drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was bad. Alrighty. 15 seconds on the clock. Ready? Yo, this is actually really bad. I'm gonna have to go to the flags down there. Yeah, but that doesn't give the extra number. Damn it. This is gonna be kind of tough. And not in a good way. $689, $949, $9499. Oh my god. Leviathan's Breath. I had 689 DPS. And 9,499 total. And that's it for bows. There's literally no other exotic bow to my knowledge. I might be missing one. Nope, that's the only one. Interesting. All right, I can't wait to get Finality's Augur. I don't need. Where do you get that from? Okay. Sundered Doctrine. Okay. I can't wait to go do that. I can't wait to go try it. I'm gonna try it solo just to see if I can figure out the mechanics on my own. Unless I can figure out like 2 other people that genuinely have never done it or seen it before and want to go in blind with me. I would love to do that, but most people won't be honest. They'll go look something up, or they're not willing to take the endurance test of figuring it out. Like me and the dude the other day, we figured out Dual Destiny on our own up to a certain point. Then he gave up. Basically, I didn't, but yeah. He just wanted to look it up online. I'm like, bro, like, nah, we gotta figure it out, man. All right, what's next? My baby. 1,000 voices. All right. Can't hit crits with this, right? I knew this, but always got to be sure. And there's probably no way I'm going to go through all the ammo, so I'm not even going to worry about hitting that flag. I'll reset that. All right. 15 seconds. Go. We'll let that count. 720, 11,877. 1,000. Let me spell it correct. Was 720 DPS and 11,877 total. So, which is crazy because, well, I guess because it's precision damage. Some people were saying they were fighting the Spire of the Watcher boss with, or one of them with Leviathan. I'm like, not 1k voices though. It does more DPS. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Anarchy. Okay. This one has a maximum of 2 damage or 2 that you can put on it. That's why it stays at a constant 329 DPS a second. 336, 3600. Let's reset that. Try it one more time. $339, but 3600 DPS again. Just kind of confusing. Yeah, why is the DPS not consistent there? But 3600 damage each time, and 338 DPS towards the end there, it says, but that doesn't make a lot of sense. But all right, and then if I do 1, 2, 3, 4, does that change anything? It does, because they all explode at the end. So what if I do... $45.10. $43.25. I think that was less that time. I don't think I've shot a full clip on him. $45.10. All right, so I know people are kind of always go against it, but I feel like emptying a whole clip is the way to go. I know people are doing DPS with more weapons, but that extra 2-3 seconds sometimes, why just shoot 2 and then go when you could take like an extra 2 seconds and go and then do whatever you need to do, put on a holster mod and let it go. Or actually, I don't know if holster works on Anarchy. I know it doesn't work on GLs, so it probably doesn't work on Anarchy. And they just fixed the Parasite too. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go with full clip, because that was more. And I mean, I like empty the ammo. I don't know. It just feels kind of silly, especially if you're not using it for ad clear or anything. You're not setting up like ad clear traps. Then why are we not using the whole gun? Unless it just absolutely optimizes your DPS and there's not enough window to add those extra 2 seconds. Oh, what does this do? Curious. Anarchy is such a cool gun. This might be one of the coolest guns in the fucking game. Alright. So, standing from back here. Oh, I didn't fire all of them. Fuck. 4204. Why though? 4204. How and why? $45.51. What? I got 6,000 that time. What? $45.10. That's a consistent number I'd been seeing. $45.10. So like, is it like because I'm shooting him at his head or something? Is that more damage, or I'm hitting 170 per tick? Holy shit. Actually, yeah. But still less damage overall. And then so what? All right, see, one on his head ticks for 85. Two on his head tick for 170 apiece. And they blow up. They start, so they connect. Like their lifespan, for example, this one and this one. I'm gonna wait 3 seconds. 3. And then this one should go away 3 seconds before this one, but they'll both start their electricity damage once the second one has been chained. So this one should blow up first on the left. I guess if it ever does. Do they even have a time limit? All right, we'll attach one, see what happens. It should be that one, then that one. Yep, that one blew up immediately. That one blew up immediately. And then that one's got its full. So its timer for its lifespan starts going immediately. Like if I do this and then this, and I wait for a good bit, their timer's going right now for how long they can stay on the field. But because they haven't been chained, they don't get completely wasted, which is good. So then if I shoot one like right here and connect the chain, still nothing happens that makes them go away. Only when they start up the electricity attack. And then that one's going to blow up probably almost immediately, right? Yep. And then that one next. And then that one a couple seconds later because it was shot. Oh, no. No. Yeah. Immediately. Okay. Interesting. All right. Well, I understand that, but I don't understand why I get 70 per tick if it doesn't do crit shot on the head, or 170 with two of them. I gave him titties. 170 right there. $3,600. $3,600. So shit. I keep forgetting the 6-1. I always do. $44.10 instead of $45.10. Oh shit, one went on the roof. What the fuck? That was way more damage though. What the fuck? What is going on? Stop moving. Alright, I gave him a mask. Oh no, one's up there. What the hell? Oh, let me erase them all off the field. This is very interesting. Oh, I didn't erase the DPS, damn it. Dude, what the fuck? How are they going through him up onto the roof? Alright, I'm gonna aim a little lower. $60-40. Yeah, this is the most inconsistent DPS I've ever seen in my life. Is there a way I can stand on top of him? And then shoot him into his head? That would help a lot. If I could just stand on his head. Somehow, some way. Oh, you know what? If I was on my Warlock, I could use Wings of Sacred Dawn. Or just Heat Rises in general. Okay, now let's try it all to the body. Damn it. $44.10, almost $45.10. But 9 times out of 10, you're not going to get it on their head. I mean, maybe for someone like this, it's possible for sure. $45.10. Does it have anything to do with how close I was when I shot it or something? Like... $45.10. $45.10. And then last but not least, I want to test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the one on the ground. $44.81. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A little bit further out. $43.52 because that last one doesn't explode on him. In the leg. $45.10? Nope, $41.08. So that wasn't, well, one of those looks like it missed. $44.10, so roughly the same number. 44, 45.10. I don't know how we're getting the other numbers, but I'm going with that. So let's just do it one more time to get the DPS number as well. But yeah, I'm going with 45.10. $369 DPS and 45.10 total. Which is not really that good, to be honest. I mean, an extra 4,000 DPS can matter in certain cases, but it's basically okay if you want something to keep doing passive DPS, but I feel like if that's the case, unless they're like flying or something, I'd rather just use Dragon's Breath. I'm pretty sure that's going to end up doing way better DPS. Oh, the 15-second time as well. Does that fit into this? Yeah, they blew up with 3 seconds to go, so technically you could squeeze more DPS into that. But then I'd have to calculate the exact frame of numbers it had when the bell goes off, because if I shoot the new ones, they're only going to get 3 seconds of damage, but they're going to keep ticking for 10 or however long they last. So I'm just going to call that at 45.10. I don't feel like doing frame by frame data. I had to get some drinks, sorry. All right. Sorry, back to the testing. That was interesting though. Anarchy, that was interesting. And to see it do the same consistent number, which makes sense, but it's kind of low. It's crazy, which means I might not use Anarchy for like actual DPS anymore. I might use it more like ad clear, which is what it's supposed to be. I mean, look at that. That shit's insane. You add more and it just keeps going. Add a new one right there, add a new one right there. Just keep going. You can churn out some damage for sure, but it takes 2 clips to hit 10,000. Essentially. And actually, if we do the math, it only gets up to 8,800 and some change. So, or what was it, 4510? Never mind. It gets up to 9,020 if that was the number, 4510. 90, yeah. Or 9,020, yeah, 9,020. I might still be mathing wrong. I'm pretty sure I'm not. But yeah, either way, that's less than 10,000. What's next? Prospector. Did we write down Anarchy? Yeah. Prospector. And this is without Catalyst, though. I'm going to have to come back and test some of these with Catalyst because I don't have them yet. Oh, no, this one does have Catalyst. Blast radius of this weapon is increased while surrounded by combatants. While active, this weapon deals significantly less damage. So, to test that, to know where we need to stand without killing those, yeah. So, back here, does it show me? It doesn't even show you on the radar or on the interface either. That kind of sucks. Let's see what our damage is. Let's shoot midway. All right, 673. Try again. 673. Shoot at the head. 673. Shoot at the floor. 0. That's the best DPS. 570, so definitely want to hit target. Okay. And then we're gonna test from right here. 673. 667. That's not worth it. That's not worth me almost dying. And then he does a stomp and then I'm dead. That's not worth it. Blast radius. 685. Or blast zone or whatever. Let me get my health up first. Hit that boy with that right there. 667. Yeah, it's not worth it. Because, I mean, Prospector, you want to unload the clip. You see? Yeah, 2 of those would have killed me. So, I don't think the catalyst will matter on this one, which is kind of sucky. Not to mention, there's never been a time where, like when I pull out Blast Zone, it's to start doing DPS. There's never been a time where I get ready to start doing some DPS, whether it's in a strike, a raid, whatever, and there's a bunch of enemies in front of me that are going to make this useful. It's just never been the case. I don't even know a boss where I'm going to be close enough to be doing... you're going to die! Well, what was this catalyst, actually? This might be the worst catalyst in the game. The blast radius increases, but I need DPS, not blast radius, which adds to it, yes, but yeah, that, I mean, and the gun's a heavy. That little damage it does to the wielder is not helping. It's not gonna help. I just realized my Prospector's level 10 as well. I have not been checking that, actually. I need to make sure my weapons are all leveled. It will make a difference. But so far, we're good. The other ones are leveled because I've used them recently. Let's see. Let's bring over that bad boy right there. Let's see if the damage is the same. So it was what, like 663 or something like that? $673, yeah, same number. Okay, so the damage will always be the same. Light is just mainly about how much damage you take and shit. Sort of. Because when I had my light low and I was trying to do damage to the combatants, I wasn't doing shit, and then I raised my light up, and then all of a sudden, boom. I did more damage to him. It was melting. I thought for a second, I was like, yo, these guys are tough in this mission. No, you're just weak. You gotta level up. All right. DPS test, 15 seconds. Let's get it. And I'm not going to be able to get that last bit out. 905, 11,835. Wow. So 905 DPS, PDS, okay. And 11,835 total. Oh, I'm like, what is going on here? Parasites. Now this gun can only be half tested because you need to get kills with weapons or get kills with other guns, and then it makes it stronger. And I mean, I guess I could kill a bunch of ads and then unload it, but I wouldn't be able to do a 15-second DPS test, which you wouldn't be shooting this thing for 15 seconds straight, but I'm just curious how much total DPS it can put out. All right, reset them. We only have 3 in the chamber or in the mag. Yeah, 15-second test. Wait, did I? Oh, okay, I did. $65.90. I'm curious though as to if the 1318 1318, and what about if I shoot like right here, 966? So you definitely got to hit that target, or you're missing out on like a lot of damage. 966, yeah, missing out on 300 right there. Some change probably. So definitely hit him with the shit. So yeah, we'll do it one more time. Make sure we're hitting. Last one. 65.90. But that burst DPS is insane. Because that burst DPS is my brain just like died and I forgot the name of the gun. Parasite. I just said it. I'm gonna put its initial DPS down because I think that's more fair. What is? See, this is 1318. No, this is 233 a second. That doesn't really make sense. So I'm gonna go with 1318, as that's what it's doing each time it does it. The DPS per second is a varying number, I feel, on this one. 18 DPS, and I completely lost the fucking number for the 15-second test. 6590. All right. The Colony. I like some of Gaga's songs. What the fuck does she know about cameras? All right, this one has nothing special. We'll have to test this in 2 ways, shooting directly and then shooting the floor since of how the gun works. All right, 15 seconds. Yo, 12,384. Let me reload this joint. That just did more DPS than every other gun so far. Without the insectoid robots, which I guess probably have the same damage. They just track if they don't go straight to the target. But our highest DPS so far was 1,000 voices and Prospector. And it just eclipsed both of those, hitting 12K. Which is crazy. And its DPS was better too. Oh, I'm crouched. What the fuck? Let's see. Let's try that again. So about 864 DPS is where we're sitting there, which is still higher than the rest except Prospector. And of course, Parasite's technical, I guess, DPS would be 1318, but it was hitting like, I think it jumped down to like 200 something because of how slow it reloads. So yeah, we're going to test that again. See if we get anywhere close to the same numbers. I don't even remember what it was, but I know it was 12K. $12,384. That's crazy. Yeah, Prospector's on my list. Hold up, or not Prospector, but fucking the Colony. The Colony's on my list. Hold up. 12,384. Fuck a waiting on a llama or Aztec cross video. I'm gonna do it. All right. Oh, we need to test the floor. 12,384. I did that. Okay. We need to test the floor. 487. What does it hit if I hit him directly? Ooh. Hold up. 516. 516. 516. 487. 487. Okay, the tracking is for PvP and the direct hits are for PvE. Because obviously, you know, you shoot around a corner and then it goes and gets them. Alright. Now we're going to shoot at the ground and test that DPS in 14 seconds. Or 15 seconds. $11,000, but you lose a little bit of DPS off of it. You know, I guess if your target's hard to hit or something, then like what if I shoot it at like the roof? Yeah, it's got awful like retargeting or whatever you want to call it. Like if I shoot it here. Yeah, who the fuck is it? What if I shoot it all the way back here? Is it gonna come back? Yeah, no, it doesn't have like, it's not that great. Look, I shot it right there on that vent and it's still not coming backwards. You have to shoot it rather close for it to target. Yeah, so if you're not hitting direct on or you're not making sure them things are going, then you better not use this. Alright. The colony, we're just going to let that regular DPS because obviously we want the highest number. And then Salvation's Grip. I almost said Salvation's Edge. Wrong one, buddy. Wrong one. Alright, for this one, we're going to test it two different ways. We're going to test straight up on them, which just bounces straight off. Well, that's not going to work. Alright, what about how far we should do it away? Let's see if I can get a consistent number here. I love this gun. I hated it for the longest time until recently. Okay. Well, I didn't hate it. I just didn't care to use it. Alright, so let's see what we get here. 103. 828. Okay. I'm gonna do this right here. 107. $109. 838. $828. So roughly the same amount of numbers there. About right here. 338. So not close enough. So about right here. 737. 822. So around 830 something ish is what it's averaging. 838, I think it was what it was. So, but you gotta get it like damn near under them. 844, yeah. So yeah, you basically want to get like right there on them so that they explode and you hopefully get all of them. So as far as DPS test goes, I guess we don't really need to. I mean, if we're doing that right there, we can just keep firing it. And see what happens. This one's going to be kind of not, this one's not going to be consistent. We can get a roundabout, but this is going to be one of the most inconsistent ones actually that I've ever had to test. All right, 15 seconds. Actually, no. We need the full even charge up time. Consistency is key. All right. Well, that did not. All right, so we might have to calibrate a little bit. I love how he's so strong he can just fucking one-shot punch a fucking glacier. Alright, so that did not go how I expected it to at all. Yeah, that kind of caught me by surprise. 6,000. Oh, 7,154. Well, I'll keep it. Normally I would have called it at the 6,000, but it's whatever. 7,154, 425 DPS. I'm not going to do multiple tests trying to make this consistent as possible. It's not going to be. Like I was holding it in the same spot and it just kept breaking them, and then out of nowhere it fired them back at me and reflected off of them. So rapidly destroy multiple stasis crystals, reload this weapon from reserves. Okay. Make sure I didn't miss any effect there to make it stronger. Salvations. Crit. 425 DPS and 7,154 total. Alright, and that's it for grenade launchers. Now let's get a weapon clear. And let's do linears. All right. I gotta do two of the damn linears. Need two different tests. All right, Queen Breaker. Oh yeah, is Queen Breaker doing the scope thing? All right, so right now we're on combat sites, and if I do this. Now we're on the right scope. Does it swap scopes? It does not. Yep, they both do it. All right. So that means we're gonna have to equip them ourselves to make sure marksman sight and then combat sights. It's not swapping the sight. Interesting. I don't have rewind rounds for this. Shit. That's a weird little bug. So it doesn't change it on the gun at all. And then if you do this, so I'm curious now. Combat sights. All right, let's try it the other way around. Does combat sights swap at all? Nope. Which I don't think it used to be that way. I think it's newly messed up, but let's see. All right, that's the 3-shot. And then if I swap it to this, still the 3-shot. So changing it within the gun actually doesn't make a difference. But changing it here does. I wonder if the damage is going to be the same. Like, all right, so at 1 Headshot here at 930. 930. Okay, consistent number. But what if I do this right here? 930. Okay, thank God. All right, and just to make sure, 405, 405. Okay. This DPS test is gonna be a bitch because of how he moves and the burst. All right. Yeah, see, like right now he's turned sideways. All right, 15 seconds. See, I missed a shot on one of those. Yeah, see right there, he that first one, he like jolts back. $11,576. Let me test that one more time. $11,576. I'm gonna take it. A couple numbers that could have bumped it up, maybe to 12K. Because instead of hitting for 450 something or whatever it is, I was hitting for like 100. Yeah, 118 instead of the 400. So add 300 to two of those shots at 600, which would have put me at like 12,100, somewhere around there. So, oh shit, I hit that last shot. All right, one more time. Yeah, 118 instead of 405. Yep, another 118. 11,576. I don't even know which site is which, to be completely honest. Well, I guess I do. This is the triple burst. So fires a 3-round burst, combat sites. Was $824 DPS. And 11,576 total. And then, what was it? Marksman sites, I think is what it's called. I could be wrong. No idea, to be honest. Oh, it is Marksman site. All right, 15 seconds. $9,300. Ooh. $9,300. I don't like that. 725 DPS and 9300 total. Yeah, that's it's 2200 off right there. $2,276 to be exact. Hey, look, I can do math for once. That's a decent bit of DPS to be lacking there for a slower one-time firing. I guess if like you're in a spot where you need to guarantee you hit the shot or it's hard to hit, like for example, the Harpy's kind of easier to hit on Spyro the Watcher, but last night trying to hit the fucking boss with the damn shots was with a burst shot was proving more difficult. So like a single shot is probably a lot easier. Like trying to hit him with the fucking still hunt last night, dude, that shit was ass. All right, Sleeper. Actually, let's get Fafnir out the way just because I have to do 2 tests with Fafnir as well. All right, so 15-second test. Oh, I missed the shot there on a crit. Wonderful. I missed again. What the fuck? I don't need to reload. Somehow, consistently, I was missing the second shot, and only the second one. I'm not going to be able to get that last one. 700 DPS and 8,442. Fafnir, 700 DPS, and 8,442. But we want to put no debuff, and then the next test is going to be testing the debuff. All right. I don't know if that number's correct. I don't know if I reset the DPS there or not. That is fucking insane DPS if that's true. $11,016. Okay, I didn't reset the DPS because last time I did 18,000. I was gonna say, what the fuck is going on? With the debuff, 912 DPS and 11,016 total. Okay. Sleeper. Sleeper simulant. 11,504, 984 DPS. 984 DPS and 11,504 total, which means it does more than Fafnir with a debuff that it applies without running out of ammo, and it does more than Queenbreaker, meaning Sleeper is still the king of linears. King of OG linears and shit. I don't have the newer ones, but... And Fafnir also, I think, has... Okay, well, this goes with a grain of salt, because I don't have Queenbreaker's rewind rounds, which would make a big difference, because a reload makes a difference. And Fafnir... I don't know how you get Fafnir's exotic catalyst, actually. Hadn't even looked into it. Patterns, catalysts... Power weapons. Fafnir. Oh, it just drops. Okay, so I just haven't got it yet. I'm gonna have to try that. Alright, anyways. Okay, I had to make a tweet real quick because I forgot about the heir apparent thing. All right, sleeper. Yeah, still king of them until I get Finality Augur. I might try to get that tonight, or grind for it rather. I'm gonna say that like I can just guarantee it. Because I definitely would like to use that gun. It might go good in some of my builds. We'll see. I also don't have. I don't have a few weapons, but Acreus, which I just gotta buy. I don't have Winter Bite. It's the mission. I still need to get that. Yeah, raid or dungeon. That comes from the dungeon. That comes from the raid, from the Desert Perpetual. I've never seen anyone talk about or do anything with this gun since it came out. I don't think a fucking soul uses this gun. Have a delayed solar payload. Is this a... No, it's a strand gun. The charge speed of this weapon's next shot slowly increases over time. Anticipation builds more quickly as you deal more damage with other weapons. What the fuck even is this gun? So it's a rocket launcher that shoots a delayed solar payload. So like basically it's Sunshot as a rocket launcher, but it doesn't do anything else. It doesn't tangle or I mean, I don't have the catalyst, but if the catalyst is what makes the gun useful as a raid weapon, one of the hardest like raids that it came out day ones and shit, like oh, I'm not gonna be able to see what the catalyst does here. Let me Google it real quick. What does Whirling Evasion's catalyst do? Enhances the weapon's fully charged shots by allowing them to over-penetrate weaker combatants. On top of piercing through enemies, 3 shots triggers a delayed solar detonation that leaves behind a brief scorching field. I mean, it's certainly a catalyst. I guess it's maybe like a good ad clear gun, and as dumb as that is, really fucking dumb as a raid weapon, but like if it penetrates weaker targets, then that means the scorching field it leaves behind can turn into a napalm strike if you shoot it through. But then if there's like, if like the first guy's really weak, it'll pass through him. The next guy is a champion, it'll just stop right there. So like maybe just have made it where the shots would pass it. Like Borderlands has a lot of rocket launchers where like one of them it shoots a giant sphere and then it has these like things that twirl around it and it just goes straight and it just damages whatever it goes through. Like maybe just making it where it just pierced once you had the catalyst, every charged shot pierced would have made more sense, and turn it into a napalm. Like it would have turned from Dragon's Breath, but it would have been able to travel. Because Dragon's Breath, if I'm not mistaken, leaves a fire path along its way too. But yeah, that would have made more sense. But just that, I actually don't want to grind Desert Perpetual now just because, well, I will for the weapons, but like, I don't care about that exotic. That's actually the most like dog shit raid exotic probably of all time now. That's pretty bad. Good thing I did not waste time trying to get that shit. I just got the dungeons and shit though, so I would have been able to anyways. All right, we did linears. Let me get a weapons clear here. Oh, I gotta add. There we go. Damage testing. And then using equip. Yep. And then one more thing, weapons clear. I already fixed that one. All right, sorry, I had to fix my loadout. All right, yeah, weapon clear real quick. Linear's done. Now machine guns. We kind of already know where this stands, but got to do them anyways. All right, first up, Grand Overture, the big daddy of them all. We already know this one's gonna fucking, this one fucks. So I'm gonna do optimal DPS by just getting up to 20, or actually that's what it takes, because one shot is a missile loaded. So ideally, if you hit all 20, That clock was not reset. Do not look at that 24,000 and think that was the DPS. All right. If I can hit the reload at the right time, I'm chilling. All right, 15 seconds, which is only going to be, what, one clip? Oh my fuck, I accidentally hit my scroll bar. God damn it. Or my scroll wheel. Son of a bitch. I'm just gonna hit fire it so I can make sure I do it. $13,100. I mean, that's really good. But I mean, the colony did 12,384. The colony. The colony. All right, let's see. Machine guns. Grand Overture, 941 DPS and 13,100 total. But some of these I will have to go back on my own personal time to retest because this can't be an official test if I don't have the catalyst. But combatants, defeating combatants. Okay. Omega Strike hits blind combatants. Maybe that adds some extra. It also has more handling when you do that, but other than that, yeah, I don't, nothing affects the DPS there. Okay, cool. So, Xenophage. We can't do crit damage, so it's fine. All right, 15 seconds after we reset the damage up there before we think we're doing 28,000 damage with Xeno. Guys, you'll never believe this. I'll have to take the thumbnail like. I think I missed the shot right there. Shit. I accidentally looked between his legs for some reason. I'm trying to recorrect and keep the aim steady. I suck ass. All right. Yeah. All right. Again. Wait, I didn't reset the fucking... This is why I'm not... This is why I'll never be a top content creator. Okay, anyways. Eight seconds left. That reload is up. 5 second reload. Dude, that reload is disgusting and not in a good way. That chunked out so much DPS. Oh my, you lose on so much DPS for that. Let's see what another 5 seconds of shooting would have gotten us. All right, so hold on, let me write down these numbers real quick. That's insane, dude. Xenophage. 639 DPS and 10,032 total. That's... I wish I had a div to kind of see what the damage for crit hits would be, but that's whatever. I don't have any friends. All right, and then let's see, 5 more seconds. That would have been 3,000 more damage. There was no way that was 5,000. That was 5 seconds. That did not feel like 5 seconds. And no, it's 2 seconds. That's why. It says 5 seconds on the thing. Holy shit, my stream deck. It says 5 seconds, but it's 2 seconds. Okay. Try that again. All right, so let me do the full test, and then I'm going to add on to it afterwards. I just want to know what that extra 5 seconds is. I'm gonna look and count how many seconds of reload that is too. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4. Yeah, it's 5 fucking seconds of reloading. 10,032. And then we're going to add 5 more seconds of shooting. That's an extra 5,000 DPS you're missing out on. 1,000 DPS probably per second, but you're missing out on 5,000 DPS because of a long ass fucking reload. That's insane. That's what it would have did. It would have actually been the king of DPS, or not the king of but it would have the machine guns. It would have been a lot better, and so far would have been the highest number probably if we had got at least 3 more instead of if it was like a 3-second reload. That would have at least put us hit 12k damage, but we missed out on that because of that long ass reload. Obviously you can put reload like mods on and shit, but we're just doing the raw gun by itself. There's nothing on our armor at all. All right, the Desert Perpetual King. We did Xenophage already. Cool. All right. This one's going to be a little bit tougher because I think he staggers a lot. So trying to keep crits hitting is not going to be optimal, most likely. All right, 15 seconds. Okay, it's not that bad. Few seconds left, which means I'm not going to get any more shots. 752 at 8. Oh man, Thunderlord, my boy, have you fallen? DPS 8,942 total. Or wait, I put 9,000. Holy shit! Oh my god, dyslexia. 8,900, and I put 9,800. 8,942. Okay, cool. At least it's the first time I've done that though. All right. After Thunderlord, we got Deterministic Chaos, whose catalyst I don't have actually. I don't know where you get it either. Some of these you have to actually buy out of the kiosk. Deterministic Chaos Catalyst. Let's see what it does. Utilize unreleased, currently unavailable catalyst. What do you mean unreleased or All right, I hate AI sometimes. Sometimes they just be saying shit. Normally I can just read it, but like, nah, on this one, I'm going to go with light.gg. Target lock. Ah, damn. So this one's going to be one whose numbers are definitely affected by me not having the catalyst, because target lock definitely will beef up the DPS. So we can only do the base weapon DPS on this one, but still it's good to know. And how do you get... Missing a couple of them. A lot of catalyst. Some of these are new, like Eyes of Tomorrow didn't have a catalyst, if I'm not mistaken. Where is it? Deterministic. Oh, that one drops as well. So yeah, some of these I haven't even gotten. I'm gonna have to redo the power weapons. At least the ones with catalyst that made a difference. I'll just have to redo those is all. That's fine. I can hack that. Alright, what does this weapon do? I don't even use this. I haven't used it. I mean, I've used it like once or twice. In fact, how many kills I have on it? 54. Yeah, like I've... Holding on trigger, every 4th weapon. I know it makes them volatile and weakens as well. Every 4th heavy metal projectile also weakens targets on impact. Releasing the trigger after a hexadecimal projectile partially reloads this weapon's magazine from reserves. Oh. After a hexadecimal projectile. So if I go like... Okay. It's got like a rewind rounds kind of thing, but you have to trigger it. And you have to do it like, so let's see, 1. Oh, it doesn't stack it up either. While holding down the trigger. Okay, yeah. So they're making you, okay. What's the forgiveness like though on it? Let's see. I don't think I'm understanding something. Let's see. Oh, I see. I see the counter going up. It's like, okay. Oh, okay. Every fourth bullet makes a heavy metal projectile. And then every fourth one of those is when you can release the trigger. But it just says releasing the trigger after every fourth one weakens. Okay. So I'm assuming that's what? 32 bullets you'd have to do for the weaken? Every 32 bullets? Or no, I'm doing math wrong. 16, right? Because every fourth one's a projectile, then times that by 4 would be 16. Okay, never mind. I don't know where the fuck my brain was going. So every 16th one weakens the target. Maybe I'm still wrong. I don't know. We're not here to do math. We're here to get DPS numbers. All right. Releasing the trigger after a hexadecimal projectile. So I need to fire it and let it build up a heavy metal. Yeah, see, every 4 builds up one. Okay, I see. After I hear that laser. But you have to do it probably pretty briefly after it, so. It auto added something to the mag. Hold up. Okay, I'm curious now. How soon do I have to do that? Oh, just once you get it, you can do it, I think. Like, I could just hold it and wait. And then it reloads it. But that's, I mean, it looks like you get that maybe once or twice per clip if you do it optimally. I did not do that optimally at all. See, it's not reloading right there if I don't let the bullet fire. So it seems like I have to let the bullet fire. Oh no, you can do that a couple times. Yeah, you can do that a couple times per clip. Okay, that's going to be the optimal DPS right there to do, or way to use it. All right, got you. So as soon as the laser fires, let the trigger go and then go back to shooting. And if you do it correctly, you'll hear the noise it makes when you reload, and it puts ammo back into your shit like auto loading does. All right. I did not do that correctly at all. So just gotta wait for the laser. Just wait for the laser. 450, 7,152. $450 DPS, 7,152 total. All right. Service of Luzaku. This weapon. Final blows, final blows, final blows. Yeah, lets you heal, fills weapons, rapid healing, spawns threadlings from your allies. All right, so just straight up DPS with this one. Reset him just in case. Reset the damage. $401, $63.05. $63.05 total. And then last but not least, heir apparent, which I hope he's listening to me and will like at least read my tweet and figure out something so that we can get this catalyst, because right now it's locked behind Guardian games and we all know why that's not, you know, good. So, or not Guardian games, but we're not gonna get to play that anymore. So all right, little meal break real quick. Let's see. I got rid of those clips, didn't I? Hold on just a second. Nope, I still have them. I got a few Destiny clips I never got rid of. I'm glad I still have them. Can see the warning signs. I try to hide it Nobody live right now. What about in the Destiny 2 category? And YouTube. I've never even checked YouTube's live category. Oh yeah, LFG Pantheon Bingo. Someone's doing that. Let's check somebody out while I eat some food. See what this guy's doing. Is everyone a goddamn VTuber? Yes, Chinese. Oh no, Japanese. They're probably so fun to play with, dude. Such good times and laughs. And then you got to play with fucking American Destiny players who are just shitting on you all the fucking time, talking shit to each other all the damn time. I mean mainly on like Twitter and shit, but like just so fucking bad. My region? I don't think Japan's in my region, buddy. Oh, this guy's Spanish. I can't speak Spanish, is what I mean. D2 Chili Ooh. This guy's French or something. Well, I guess we'll click on this guy. What is he doing? Why was he just sitting there? Go do damage. What the fuck? Like... Hell yeah. The old homies play Destiny 2. Let's go. Hell yeah, OG. I'm glad they're having a good time. They got friends and shit. Let's see. Destiny 2. Let's go to recently started. Grinding to 550. Shit, I need to move this here. Oh, why is it always followers only chat, dude? Y'all are so annoying with that, bro. Just stream. You don't need to have followers, subscribers only, man. A person like me is not gonna come talk because I'm not following you just so I can talk. Attempting solo flawless. Equilibrium. Oh, artifact glitch. No. Shouldn't even have to do a bunch of thinking and armor setup. It's the fucking artifacting. Just go in there and blow everything up with 3-second supers. Pantheon, Pro Hunter gameplay minus the Pro. Oh god. That's me. I'm new to this. Hell yeah. That's so cool. People are getting into Destiny. Like, bro, how are they gonna do this to us, bro? I feel like it's like I got cheated on or something. How could you do this to our family? How could you do this? Pure chill. Okay, when I said just started, I meant like recently started. Fuck it, let's see what solo dungeon guy's doing. $360p. Ugh. Come on, Twitch, don't do me like that. Don't do him like that. Oh god, he's doing fucking what is this, Pit of Heresy? How's he streaming with no mic? Yeah, I don't want to talk to typing guy all day, to be honest. What's he doing on this one? Yo, that ship's fire. Are they even here? I don't think they are. Solo Avarice. Ah, they're French as well, I think. Ugh, I was doing this the other night. Fuck this. Alright. Guess this guy's not watching chat at all or responding.
God, I'm so glad Fixolt is back. I love this machine gun. No, I get it. To be fair, Francis was the first exotic anything I ever soloed, to be fair. Way back when. Oh, maybe I don't need that shot then. I was also trying to get an S rank, but I think I'm going to get an A rank. Oh, technology, very nice. Oh, when it first came out, it was something. Just trying to do the trash compactor room solo until I realised or found out about the fact you can just back up against the switch and just stand still in the middle and it won't kill you. That was quite something. Well, I get A+. Got an A+. Are you anywhere in Ronin? Welcome first time as well. Is there even there? No, it's not. Wait, there is it. Thursday. No, it's tomorrow. Any weapons? No, I've already got the weapon one.
Oh my god.
You're on YouTube, taking some snack breaks, so I've got to watch some other streamers. Oh, nice. YouTube streamer, are you? Triple tap kinetic, that's nice. Shoot to loot as well. I want that one. Tissue. Oh, nice. Yeah, I've done the multi-streaming before, but I did it with YouTube, just found I won't get anything on YouTube at all. But then that could have also been down to copyright music going on in my stream. I also tried TikTok Live. That was hilarious because I got a very quick ban on TikTok just because the way me and my friends talk to each other. It got banned and hidden for bullying and harassment, which I thought was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, in fact, I might end the stream here soon on YouTube and go back to Twitch because not being able to play the music I want to play and shit kind of sucks.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Even with my Twitch setup, I've had to obviously set the channels up with the audio, so my Spotify plays through different, so it doesn't record onto my Twitch VODs. And since I've done that, my actual views have gone up a fair bit, especially on like Instagram. Like one of my Destiny clips from 2 weeks ago hit like, the last time I looked it was like 55k, which is ludicrous. Because normally I hit like maybe. Oh yeah, VOD tracks are a great thing to set up. It took me ages to realise that I'd only had like 1 or 2 things not selected properly to do it. in the first place. I was like, oh, could have been that simple from the start. But yeah, learn as you go. I've only been doing this like a year or so, so.
This guy's cool.
I just sort of shit out some point. So you mainly D2 streamer or variety? I'm not planning for anything particular. I was just trying to attempt to get the S rank on a pinnacle up for that one. But it didn't go too well. Yeah, variety versus Clubs D2, full D2 Pro. Yeah, I mean D2 was always my main go-to kind of thing, but I mean in the last couple of months after Edge of Fate and Renegades and all that, and things dried up pretty quick on Destiny, I ended up doing like quite a random selection of games. Arc Raiders became quite a main one for me for a while, which that one at the minute, even though I believe there's a new update that dropped with extra bits on Arc Raiders. I kind of contemplated this morning, but I was like, oh, don't know if I can be asked. Maybe later. I mean, I'm not even sure what the new stuff is. So close to top 3. I did end up playing a lot of little indie games and stuff. Ones you play with your friends, stick about in. Like recently, like Burgling Gnomes has been one I'm playing with a friend. That was quite funny. And I've got the horror, the usual horror ones as well, like the Phasmo, Escape the Back Rooms, all that kind of thing. Your Warlock, look, let's have a look, Joey. Where you at? Yeah, you are. Very nice. A little bit too shiny for my liking. You got shiny boobies. Shiny boobies. You got shiny boobies. Sorry. Not like that. That's one thing I was hooked on.
Man, go be a man. Yeah, all right. I'm going to go over to Twitch. It's not like anyone's here to hear me say that anyways.